to Trading Sadhguru. In our last two videos, we had discussed the possible levels for Nifty and Sensex for the period starting from Monday to Friday, that is 3rd to 7th of November. Okay. In this video, we will limit our discussion for the possible levels on both Nifty and Sensex for Monday, that is tomorrow, 3rd of November. Okay. So we had discussed both Nifty and Sensex in the last couple of days uh, from the perspective of using different levels. Sometimes order block, sometimes Fibonacci level, sometimes regression trend, and sometimes moving average. Okay. We are trying to make sense of uh, what is happening in a larger time frame and also analyzing what is happening during intraday and which are the important levels based on the data that is being generated. Okay, so let us start with Nifty first. And here, because we had analyzed from different perspectives on our weekly video, we will look at a simple moving average here. We will limit our view for one day only, that is for tomorrow. Yeah, here. This blue line is simple moving average, that is 20 period. Here it is, I think, here it is EMA exponential moving average. Okay, this is falling around 25,593. It means 25, 593, round it off to 25,600. Okay, 600 is an important level here. For intraday purposes, we are not going till 50-day moving average, that is falling around 283. So 283 is almost 500, say for more than 450 points, around 450 points. So we don't go beyond 1% plus or minus 0.2. Okay, seems there is an issue. Okay, so 0.8 to 1.2% on inter basis for tomorrow. Variation. This is variation of Nifty. Okay, so we are not going till the yellow line, that is 50 period exponential moving average. Okay. These are the levels which we had marked in our previous trading sessions and which were found to be useful for intraday purposes. Okay, so all the levels which are marked here have already been broken. Okay, it means on these days, Nifty found some support or resistance. You can see that these are the levels where you found maximum movement, whether it is if it is breaking an upside, you can see that continuous movement. If it is breaking down, moving on the downside. Okay, so there is a good movement from these levels. So okay, so most of the people who have gone through our videos might have found it useful. Okay, so now these levels are gone. So what next? What next for tomorrow? Okay, so we have closed below these levels. So we are expected to move downwards. Even the best time to enter any trade on the downside would be when you find a gap up or during an intraday auction, that's trading. If there is a movement on upside, if you find it maybe somewhere here or here, this level or this level, so that would be the ideal perfect time if one wants to take a trade on the downside. Okay, so don't the moment the bell rings at 9:15, there is no compulsion that you have to enter a trade. Okay, if you find ideal gap up or gap down conditions, one may think of, but if market opens flat against your expectation, then it is better to observe before you enter into a trade to draw new conclusions or to draw new reference levels. So here we expect some sort of support, okay, breach of which we are moving toward this level. So what are the exact levels on the downside? 25, 670 here, breach of which 25 567. Okay. In worst case scenario, 25,450 is also possible on the downside. So what if there is a gap up or in the first one or a top is made on the upside? So if market moves upside, so upside reference level would be 25,800 to 850. Okay, so we are not thinking beyond this level. In case market moves and stays above this level, so our analysis for today may be considered null and void, and we need to analyze freshly. So okay, so we expect market to limit its movement on upside in this range. Okay, so this is the underlying assumption in our this trading ranges. Okay, so market is supreme, market can do anything. As a trader, one needs to prepare for all the scenarios. Okay, you don't go to a war with one weapon expecting the other person will also carry the same weapon. Okay, so similar is the case with the trader. Okay, you go fully prepared. You do not know what kind of question is going to come, so you prepare for everything. Okay, and use the particular equation or logic to solve the given question or tool. For a trader, it is a tool or a reference line. Okay, so on the upside, we limit our level to 25,800 and 850. On the downside, these are the most probable levels. Okay, let us now switch to or move to Nifty. Sorry, Sensex. Let me erase these markings so that there is no confusion here. These are the previous markings, previous levels which we had discussed for Sensex. Okay, so we are near this range. 83,793 means 83,800. So this is an important level, and this is 83,371. Roughly, you can say 83,000. Here it is 800, 83,400 are good references to trade, look for on the downside. Okay, so on the way you will cross 83,650. Okay, below which in worst case scenario we may expect 83,250 on intraday basis. So from where we are, 83,938. Okay, so similar to Nifty, if we find an upside on intraday basis or through gap up, so we would be looking at 84,192. This is most probable in case there is a movement on upside. And if our view is negated, we may even look for 84,340. Okay, so these levels are very dynamic. So today I'm saying one level, tomorrow it may change it. Why it changes? Because of the updation in data, because of change in candles, because of the change in levels. So we have to freshly analyze for intraday purposes. As far as weekly view is concerned, we have already given, we'll stick to that. And the last week has been very fruitful, and whatever we had discussed in our last week videos, absolutely market remained in those ranges and they were of great help. Okay, so that's all for now. Take care. Bye bye.